Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday night opportunity call. Very, very excited. We've got some incredible guest speakers this evening. So be prepared. You are going to absolutely love it. And we're going to get kick-started straight away with our lovely Paula, who is going to tell you all about our amazing products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you everyone for joining us this evening. You're in for a really exciting evening. We're going to share I'm going to share the Juice Plus products. Now, I first got introduced to them about 6 years ago. And I just loved what I heard, which is what I'm going to share with you this evening. So I hope you love it as well. So what I loved was that they're all completely natural, they're vegan, they're completely backed by science, and they're made from fruits and vegetables. So I couldn't wait to get started. And even though I thought I was healthy, I immediately felt the benefits of much more energy. And 6 years later, I'm full of energy all the time. My life is so unbelievably busy, but I just feel on top all the time. I feel better than what I felt like years and years ago. And over the 6 years I've been taking them, I haven't had one day sick since. So I absolutely love them. I'll never stop taking them. So I'm going to talk about our premium capsules first, which are the 3 bottles you can see, the red, the green, and the purple. They're our main product, and they're a variety of 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries in capsules. So when I first heard that you could get fruits and vegetables in capsules, it just made perfect sense to me. You know, we all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. We know that they're packed full of superfoods and nutrients that we need to help keep us healthy. So what better way and what more convenient way than to get all of the nutrition from the 30 fruits and vegetables in convenient capsule form. So if we just go on to the next slide, please. So you'll see here that, well, as we know, the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. But sadly, we just do not get enough into our diets. And you can see the statistics here. And nearly 90% of adults are not getting enough vegetables in their diet, and almost 60% are not getting enough fruits. And it goes up to the kids here, it's even worse. 96% of youngsters are not getting enough fruits and vegetables, kids, and 70% of youngsters. So, you know, that's where the premium capsules and the Juice Plus products just help to bridge that gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating to keep us healthy. Thanks, James. So you can see here all of what is actually inside them. So I'll start with the fruit. So we've got 10 fruits here that you get. And they're actually the whole food. Okay, so they're called whole food supplements. So we don't want to mistake them with normal multivitamins that you see in the supermarket and Boots and Holland and Barrett, which are synthetic based, not always bioavailable, so your body doesn't always recognize them. So basically you don't really get that nutrition in you don't really get the benefits in your body. What we put in here is whole food. They've actually they've got a nutrition label on them, so your body recognizes them, are totally bioavailable, and they flood your body at a cellular level with all of the powerful and essential nutrients from all of the fruits and vegetables. So you can see here you're getting every single day in your body, apples, oranges, and so on. I'm not going to go through them all, but unlike what you normally eat, what we normally throw away or peel away, what most of the nutrition, so you know, say the apple skin and the orange peel, which is where most of the nutrition is in. So with the process that they go through, which I'll run through in a second, you're getting the whole food. And with the vegetables here, you know, you're getting kale, broccoli, spinach, all those leafy greens are really hard to get into your diet every single day, mainly because most people don't even like them. But you can get the nutrition just in the in the capsules. Getting onto the berries, now berries are absolutely packed full of powerful antioxidants and other nutrients that help to keep us, not just help to keep us healthy and help to support our immune system, which is really important with what's going on in the world at the moment, but they also help with, to prevent premature aging. They help give you energy, they help with your hair, skin and nails. And we call, anyone who takes the the berry blend especially, we call them you've got the Juice Plus glow. People will say, you know, what have you done to your skin? Like, you look absolutely amazing, because what you put on the inside, you see on the outside. My dad had really bad eczema for 20 years and nothing worked, and he started taking the premium capsules, and after only 3 months his eczema cleared up. We don't make any medical claims at all, but I know that they have really, really helped his skin, supporting him from the inside. So next slide, thanks James. So that's Bill, our cranberry farmer. We've got farms all over the world specially selected for their how great they are, and they're so with our crops, basically they grow them to their peak ripeness. So what you see in the supermarket, they've been picked a few weeks before, because they've got to be transported to wherever they need to go. They need to sit in the supermarket, and they need not to have gone off before you buy them, basically. So by the time you're picking them without the full nutrition in. With our Juice Plus fruits and vegetables, we grow them right till they've got all of the nutrition in. They're then picked, they're juiced at a speed that keeps all the nutrition in. They then take away the water, the sugar and the fibers. So people who've got diabetes, it's really a completely safe form. And they then dry them at a temperature that keeps all the nutrients in as well. So what you're getting in the fruits and vegetables, you're getting in the capsules, and then what's left is put into the capsules. So that's how you can get all of that into a really convenient way. So there's just absolutely no better way to feed yourself with all that nutrition. Thanks, James. So as well as the capsules, we've got the Healthy Starts for Families program, which is part of, you get the premium capsules, an adult, and you're eligible to get the chewables or the capsules, depending on the age of your child, absolutely free. So it's an absolutely amazing program. Juice Plus are passionate about helping and inspiring healthy living all over the world from every single age, so right from a young age. So there's been over 1.5 million families taking part in this program, with 96% of participants reporting positive health benefits. And, absolutely amazing. My daughter has been taking these for 6 years, since she was 5 or 6, and she's now 12. She hasn't had one day sick since she started taking them. So, as a family, we absolutely love them. Thanks, James. So that's just the chewables. I'll just show you them. I mean, if I buy these, I just eat them straight away. So basically, your children think that they're eating gummies and sweeties, but actually they're having all of their fruits and vegetables. So imagine getting spinach and kale and broccoli into your child every single day, and they're actually thinking the sweets. Absolutely genius way for families. Thanks, James. So you can see here the statistics after 1 year of participants taking the Healthy Starts for Families. You've got 71% of children and youngsters consuming less fast food and soft drinks. Almost 90% are more aware of their health, 71% drinking more water, and 61% eating more fruits and vegetables, which are absolutely amazing. Every parent wants their children to be healthier. And so these just really help put them onto the right track. And how that works is what you feed your body craves. So if you're putting lots of junk into your body, that's what it starts craving. So if you're feeding your children with all this high level nutrition at an early age, their body starts to just naturally crave it. So just don't be surprised if you start them on the Healthy Starts for Families program, that they start saying, can I have some broccoli? Can I have some spinach? Because you can see in the statistics, that's exactly what happens. And the best thing about this is they're absolutely free for children. So no brainer for me. Thanks, James. So we are the most researched nutritional products in the world. They're backed by almost 40 gold standard clinical studies, which are basically the best. And here's just a few of them. Immune health, we've got 4 studies showing that they support the immune system, which is essential at the moment with what's happening and every day, like not just with what's happening, just to help keeping us healthy. They help to support the DNA, they help with skin health. I already told you a story of what happened to you know, my father, but we've actually got a study showing that they help, they benefit the skin. Dental health, oxidative stress, cardiovascular health, and also they help to reduce inflammation. So ill health and disease, or you know, you've always got inflammation in your body if you've got something going wrong. So to keep your inflammation levels down are really important, and Juice Plus are clinically proven to show that. Next slide, please, James. So we've also got amazing omegas. Now, these aren't like any other omegas that you would ever, you know, like the fish omegas, like 3 and 6 oils that you normally get. We've got a blend of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 omegas. So we've got all of those omegas, but they don't come from the fish. So you don't get the toxins, you don't get the plastic residue and mercury that you can commonly found in regular fish oils, and there's other disadvantages to fish oils as well. But we go straight to plants, and we get all the rich omegas out of plants and put them in the capsules. Now, omegas are amazing for brain health, eye health, cardiovascular health, skin health, joints, hormones. I mean, every cell in the body benefits omegas, and like fruits and vegetables, we just do not get enough from our diet. So we need to supplement it. Our body doesn't make it, and these are an excellent choice, definitely, because you get some, you know, the whole blend of 5 omegas. Thanks, James. I love James's Santa hat there. So we've got the complete here. I absolutely live off complete. I just love it. What complete means is it's a complete meal, basically. So you've got everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal in either a bar, a soup, or a plant protein powder, which you usually make a shake with. So you've got plant protein, 19 grams of plant protein, carbohydrates from root vegetables. You've got some of the fruits and vegetables from the capsules, and basically whatever, you know, a nutritious meal in there. The shakes are an amazing choice for a healthy breakfast. Really good start to the day, give you energy, keep you going for hours, only 220 calories, so so fantastic if you're trying to lose weight as well. You can safely replace up to 2 meals a day, getting all the nutrition, and you can lose weight as well. But you don't need to use it as a weight replacement. You can use it as a meal replacement, or just a healthy choice instead of something else unhealthy. And again, the soups are amazing this time of year. I'm addicted to those as well. I love them. I love everything. Thanks, James. So we've got a newest addition to Juice Plus. We've got our Uplift, which is an all natural energy drink without any chemicals, without any added sugars. And unlike any other energy drink that you normally see, this is just full of plants and essential B vitamins from mango, guava, lemon peel, natural caffeine from yerba mate plant. And it's really delicious. You just pour it in some water. It's just like a powder, pour it in some water, and within 20 minutes, you've got a natural energy lift. You don't get that kind of like spike that you get with like a caffeine. It just takes you to where you should be. So if anyone just needing that extra lift through the day, Uplift is absolutely amazing. I love these. So, oh yeah, next slide, please, James. I think we're finishing off now. So here we go. So we've got the capsules, which are a daily support for you and your family just to maintain your health. You've got the complete for a nutritionally balanced meal. And we've got the Uplift for natural energy. So if you haven't tried the products, I highly recommend you give them a go. They're absolutely amazing. You'll love the results, and you'll be doing yourself a favor. So great time to be starting, ready to kick off 2021 and have a really healthy year. So get back to the person who put you on the call this evening, and they'll give you more details. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Paula. Absolutely amazing as always. I adore your product knowledge. I'm always taking notes. I should know all of this already, and I don't. Thank you very, very much. And so we are going to move on. Tonight we've got some amazing guest speakers who are going to be telling you about their experience with the product and with the business, and you are going to be absolutely blown away. And we are going to get started with the lovely Carl.
Hi,
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me, and hi everyone. Yeah, my name's Carl. I actually came across Juice Plus at the start of the first lockdown, and at first, if I'm honest, I was skeptical about the products, but I understood like the business side of it, and I knew that an extra income was going to help me because at the time I'd just completely lost all of my income, like a lot of people during this year. Um, I basically went from having two income streams to having zero income streams and a little bit of furlough on the side. So I was struggling to pay my bills. I wasn't the healthiest guy in the first place. So I said, right, I get the business, let me have a look at the products. And I decided to start taking the premium capsules, which Paula was just sharing there. And I started to see some great results very, very quickly. Basically, I was a heavy smoker, a heavy drinker. I ate completely wrong. I was the kind of guy that they mentioned, like the 80% of adults that don't eat veg and fruit and all this kind of stuff. Like even tomato, lettuce, all that kind of stuff came off my McDonald's burgers, which I ate regularly, if I'm honest. I worked at another burger chain, but I was eating like junk every single day, basically, right? And I was waking up with a groggy head, a groggy mind, not feeling very well at all. Was quite mean to the people in my family as well, as I woke up on the wrong side of bed every single day. And I had grey skin, spots on my back. Look, I wasn't in the best of places. But very, very quickly, I found that first thing that happened was my mind changed in a sense that I wasn't waking up as groggy in the morning. I wasn't feeling bad about myself when I woke up. The next thing I noticed after a few weeks was the spots on my back started to clear up. And I got really excited about this. And I joined one of our free health programs, which just focuses on, an all natural approach, which was really, really cool. And so I started drinking lots more water, eating lots more whole food, because the more I used these products, the more I wanted, like fruits and veggies and stuff. It was awesome. Then I came across the shakes and went on a complete transformation. So the company and the products have actually helped me on my journey with quitting smoking since the start of lockdown this year. I now drink so much less. I eat healthy, and it's not only done these results for me, but it's helped me help multiple friends and family also get similar results. So my wife has dermatitis; she no longer gets outbreaks. Seborrheic dermatitis, it's called, on her face. I've helped other people lose between 15 and 20 kilos in the last few months since they started using the products and joined the programs. And I'm not here to make any claims. I'm just saying that the company that came along and came along for me at the exact right time, and most likely for you at the exact right time right now, if you're on this call. And it's just a mad journey and a fantastic journey. It helps you build an income stream on the side, just a couple of £100 I was looking for to help with the bills. And it helped me in so many different healthy ways. So I recommend anyone try it. Get in touch with the person who invited you to the call, and I'm sure they can help you out. But thank you very much for listening. I'm going to hand back over now and say good evening. Take care.
Thank you, Carl. I just absolutely love all the different range of benefits, but the miserable, snappy person in the morning, I can relate to that because that was so goodbye to the miserable, snappy ones, and happy, positive, vibrant 5 a.m.ers.
Exactly, yeah, and I must say thank you to you. You're the one that inspired my 5 a.m. get-ups. So, and I've been doing it. Like, there's one day where I didn't get up at 5 a.m. And I didn't feel bad. My body said just don't do it, so I didn't do it. But yeah, thank you as well. Like you've been quite an inspiration to me this year. So
welcome. I know your business is going to absolutely boom in the new year with all the work you've been putting in. So good luck, and thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Up next we have got Leslie. I hope if you're on, Leslie, you just need to unmute yourself at the bottom. Have we got Leslie on, James?
Well, she messaged me before to say that she's having difficulty with her internet. So perhaps.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll move on to the next speaker, and if she does join, just let me know and we can bring her back on afterwards. So have we got Amy on? Yay.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good, thanks for joining us. And if you just want to take it away and tell us all about your journey, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, no problem. So it started back in July when one of my colleagues at work had been taking the products for years, and she absolutely swore by them and hadn't been ill in the whole year she'd been taking them. And I'd, from the beginning of the year, had started to feel really lethargic and just felt really drained. And she was like, you should try them. And I said, oh, I don't know. And, you know, as skeptical as most people are, I said, I don't know if I can do it. And when I came back into work, she'd put a whole pouch of the shake in my drawer. And that was how it all started, really. And I started the shakes. And after a month, I felt absolutely amazing. I got my energy back. I didn't feel bloated anymore. And I thought, this is amazing. Like, how can one shake do that? And then I started watching Lou Anderson, who's my upline, and watching her lives. And something just said, you know, I think I need to do this business. I don't know what it was. I've never heard of it before, but I just thought I need to give it a go. I'm a full-time nurse. I work for the NHS. I've got 2 children. I work really long shifts, and I can still fit this in, which is amazing. So I joined up in August, so around 4 months now. And after my wages go out, after my full-time pay and all my bills and everything else, I've got nothing left. And that's such a horrible position to be in, to not be able to do anything, you know, and struggling to, you know, take the kids out for day trips and things. So I thought, if I can just get a few £100s extra, that will be amazing. And so I paid the £50. I just thought, I'm just going to do it. And within 3 weeks, I hit my first promotion, and I got that £50 back with it 4 times over. So straight away, that £50 I'd forgotten about, which was just incredible. And then I hit SP the following month, and then I reconfirmed last month, which was just amazing. And the business for me has just given me such a boost of confidence. Like, there's no way that back in August I would have done a live, or I wouldn't have been on a call like this, that's for sure. But do you know what? There's so much support. The team is incredible. There's so many incentives. Like, within the 4 months, I've been entered into 2 draws to win UGG slippers, which is just, you know, something that's way out of my price zone. It may seem really silly, but, you know, to have that opportunity is amazing. And every month now, my wage from the second income has gone up and up. So yeah, I am so excited for 2021. I want to hit SC. So yeah, I'm really going for it. But yeah, these products, I feel so much healthier. I've lost over a stone since August. And yeah, I wouldn't look back now. And to be able to help so many people, of my friends and family and things, to get healthier, I think this is just a win-win. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't look back now.
Oh, Amy, that was brilliant. Thank you so much. And congratulations on all your promotions and so much success in just a few months. That's crazy.
It's mad. But yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you getting on this call.
No, thank you. We really appreciate you joining. And good luck going straight to SC. I've got no doubt whatsoever that you're going to absolutely smash that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And then up next, we've got Natalie.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. You look amazing, by the way, and you can just take it away.
Thank you. So yeah, I joined in May this year. My friend had been telling me about the products for months and months and months, and she was saying, come on, you need to try them, you need to try them. And for one reason or other, I never had the money, basically. I literally never had the money to even buy the products to begin with. So when the time was right for me, in the beginning of this year, I just started feeling like Amy was saying, so lethargic, so like lacking energy. I've got a little girl who's 3. And basically we'd had a really, really traumatic birth. And before I started doing this, I was actually a beauty therapist working like every day, weekends as well. And I had planned to go back to work, but because of my traumatic birth with my little girl, I just could not face my clients. Like, mentally, I was struggling really for a long time. So yeah, I basically had been avoiding work because I felt like I couldn't face the clients that I had built up over the years. Do you see what I mean? Because they basically became friends, and I didn't want to be the person that was doing someone's nails or giving them a facial and then literally crying in their treatment, because I just felt so mentally unstable. That's me being completely honest. But for me, the products have helped me absolutely massively. And I'm so glad that I found the Omegas in particular. And I think that everybody needs to be on these products. And I feel so passionate about that. I'm also completely plant-based. I've done loads of research into what is happening with our planet and the animals, and basically these products for me are a stepping stone into helping people be more plant-based and helping people feel healthier, feel amazing in their skin, also be able to earn an income from it, which is incredible, for especially for me. Like, what other job can you take your child to work with? Do you see what I mean? Because I had that traumatic birth, I did not want to leave. Even now I feel emotional talking about it, but I've basically had like separation anxiety and things, so I haven't literally left her all this time. So this job for me has been amazing, and the products as well have literally changed my mental well-being, my physical well-being. So I started on the capsules in the March, and after 2 weeks I noticed that my nails had improved massively. So from December to March, everything just went a bit tits up. My skin went bad, my nails went bad, my energy was lacking. I think it was like an aftermath of what happened at the time of her birth. We basically had septicemia, so a blood infection. And yeah, I don't want to go into too much. I don't want to make you all cry, but basically we nearly lost our lives. So having these products to help me recover, as well as feel good mentally and start getting a little bit of my independence back and not having to ask my husband for money, was a godsend, basically. And I feel like I've grown so much in the last few months, and I've achieved so much as well. And thanks to my upline as well, I can see her watching and smiling. Gonna make you cry, aren't I? She's helped me massively, and I just feel like when us people that have got the same mindset and help each other, lift each other up and make the most of every situation. Like this year, for instance, has been, crazy. But if you've got the right people around you instilling positivity in you constantly, you're going to live a more positive life and you're going to feel better. And yeah, I'm not saying that I'm completely positive all the time. I mean, everyone has their days where it's a struggle, and you've got to be honest about that as well. But for me, like, I feel like I've changed so much. I feel like I am learning to be that more positive person because of what I'm fueling my body with, because of who I'm surrounding myself with, and because I've got a purpose, and I feel like I want to be successful for not just myself, but like my family as well. And that's it.
Oh, that was amazing. And honestly, the chat was going crazy. I think there's just so many people
Really?
who can relate to what you're saying. Obviously, everything you experience afterwards, the mental challenges.
I mean, even if you have a normal birth, you go a bit crazy. I think, like for mums, especially if you're the mum that's going to stay with the children, it's really important for you to have a purpose when you're ready. Because I mean, I wouldn't have been ready a year ago, I don't think, because I wasn't mentally stable. And I'm not completely, obviously I'll still get emotional about things now because we're dealing with the aftermath of it now as well, of like what's happened to my body since having her. So yeah, it's still going on. It's very, very current, but I've got something else to focus my mind on, which is really important as well.
Yeah, it's so yeah, I think, having that one thing, even other than the financial benefits and everything else, and even the, the health benefits, having something to focus on other than just being mum is like a godsend, isn't it? I sometimes think, well, I didn't do this, I think I'd probably
and it's just so nice having that. You've got your friends that aren't doing Juice Plus, but you've got friends that are in the same sort of similar situations. They understand it and they want to do the same things as you, and they want to be successful, and they want to focus their mind on health and success. So yeah,
most definitely.
I think for women in particular, I'm not trying to I don't know, exclude anyone, but when you're at home with the children, to have this as a side thing that you can actually take your, I can do it whilst I'm with my little girl. Not many jobs allow that. Like,
yeah, it's so true. It's a godsend to find something that fits around the kids and family life as well. Natalie, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining and sharing your story with us tonight. We really appreciate it. And good luck for the year.
Thank you.
Up next, I've got our lovely Daniele. I think he's on us.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We can, yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, I'm going to be really quick because James said, keep it to 2 minutes maximum. So, which being Italian can be difficult sometimes. So my story with Juice Plus starts in a little bit of a different way because I was involved because of the product, because of our profession, because we have a small digestive health clinic here in London, in Harley Street. So I was recommended the product to try to recommend to our clients. And so one of the things that maybe it's worth pointing out about the product is that there is a very substantial body of research behind the product, especially the capsules. And that is really what got me into Juice Plus, was because when I went back and I looked into the science and the research, I was really impressed. So the science goes back, some of the studies goes back 25 years now. So it's really incredible. One of them is on the bioavailability of the product, which means that basically the product is actually absorbed. So when we are taking anything, it doesn't really matter really the strength of what we take, but what matters is what we are able to absorb. And Juice Plus has got a very high bioavailability. So that got me really interested into the product and the business itself. So I've been recommending it to all my clients. This was about 6 years ago. And since then, I also been developing the business side on the side as a side gig to my other profession. And I've got a team now in Italy, in Poland, here in the UK. So it's a really good way also for other health professionals like myself that want to build a side income. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniele. Absolutely amazing as always. We love hearing about your product knowledge, and we appreciate you joining the call tonight. Thank you. And up next, we have got our lovely Paula. I always really like hearing Paula's business side of things because she does such a great job for our product presentation. But Paula has had an absolutely epic year in the business, and she hit a mega promotion last month as well. So she shared her journey with us.
Oh, thanks, Sara. That's so sweet of you. You're just like my biggest supporter. Oh, can you hear me? Can you all hear me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I heard about the products and couldn't wait to get started, as I told you before. But also, well, my background is in hair and beauty. I had a hair and beauty salon, really successful salon for 15 years in the heart of Mayfair. The lease came to an end, and by then I was a single mum, so I didn't want to start a new business where I'd have to be pouring tens of thousands of pounds in, all of the risks. And the main thing was the time away from my daughter, because I know with a normal business that you have to be, I know I'd already done it. I know you've got to work lots and lots of hours to get it started. But my dilemma was I count myself as being unemployable because I can't work for it. I'm so used to being self-employed. So I wanted to be self-employed and I wanted to be able to, have freedom still. So I was like, what am I going to do? And this opportunity came along. A friend introduced me to it, and I just could not believe that it ticked every single box of what I was looking for. The chance of getting time freedom, which is hugely important for me, time to travel, time with my daughter, earning, an uncapped income basically. And I saw the bonus structure of how much you could earn in those days. I think it was 76,000. And to me, I just thought this is a life-changing experience. So I thought, right, I've got to give this a go. And I did it alongside my private hairdressing. That's what I was doing at the time, and alongside my daughter. So roll on 6 years. And I haven't jumped up to the top of the business by like other people, during the time I've been doing it, because I've still had my other business and I've still been doing other things. But what I've absolutely loved about this business is it's given me the opportunity to be there for my daughter, to pick her up, take her to school every day, pick her up from school, be there every single day of every school holidays. I've been able to be a yes mum, yes for time, yes financially, and I've just absolutely loved it. Now this year has come along and completely knocked everyone sideways, and I've absolutely loved that I haven't been able to do my other job, so I've been able to put my foot down with this, help more people with their health, and my business has grown. Over the last few months, I've had 2 promotions, and I just feel that especially with what's happening in the world right now, to have a plan B income. And also, to have an income, a side business where you've got 0 risks, no overheads, you don't buy any stock or anything like that. I just don't see why everybody doesn't want to do it. So I'd highly recommend it. Absolutely love it. And, it's the best thing I've ever done. Thanks, Sara.
Thank you, Paula. Absolutely amazing. We are all so proud of you and we can't wait. I just have a feeling January, February QNMD for you. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, no, I'd love to, and I'm pushing for it. Now I feel like I've seen myself growing, over the last few months. I'm like, right, that's it. I'm on my way now.
Definitely. And we're going to be cheering you on that stage. When we're allowed on next convention, we'll be screaming for you. Thank you, Paula. So I am going to just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm not going to be long at all because we've got an incredible special guest speaker this evening. But obviously, my name's Sara. I've been with Juice Plus for quite a while now. When I first started, it sounds really tragic, but I was overweight, I was miserable, I was depressed, I was unhappy, I was unhealthy, but seriously, I was suffering really, really badly with my mental health. I was suffering with a personal health condition. My son had received an autism diagnosis, which had meant that I'd had to leave my job where I was studying accountancy, and I felt like in a matter of months my whole life had just totally tipped upside down, and I really, really couldn't see a way out. I was in so much debt and I had no way of paying it, and I would literally just sit at home isolating myself, and to be honest with you, I just felt really hopeless, when you actually can't see a way out and you can't see a way of things improving. So I'd always wanted my own career, or to be successful, to have my own money, to be independent, which is why I was studying accountancy, and then obviously I'd had to leave there. So I wouldn't say I was looking for something, but when I came across Juice Plus online, I was so intrigued. Firstly, because I could do it from home, because as I said, I was suffering with depression and anxiety. So something that I could do without having to leave the house or speak to people face to face. I was really intrigued with that. And I just saw people, earning money, getting healthy and having loads of fun and making loads of friends and going to incredible events. And I was so intrigued, but I was the biggest skeptic. It took me 8 months to say yes, because I thought I'd be rubbish. I didn't think anyone would want to join my team or buy from me, and I just didn't have any confidence. But again, obviously, eventually I did say yes. So it's just totally transformed everything for me. As you've heard from a few people this evening, when I first started, there's not a chance I would have gotten a call like this. I got on a call like this and switched my camera off, switched my microphone off. I wouldn't even, they said, "Hi, Sara, welcome to the team." And I wouldn't even unmute myself. And obviously, all this time later, I host my own events. I spoke at our company virtual convention this year. I've made loads of friends. I've built an incredible team that are all my best friends. I earn 3 times more now than what I did when I was working full time. And for me, I'm also one of those people who, throughout lockdown, my partner's income is a black taxi driver. And his total income was totally wiped out throughout lockdown. And through the income that I make with Juice Plus, I was able to totally support our whole family, all our expenses, absolutely everything. And it did make me feel really proud to be able to do all of that from a business that I started for 50 quid. So I'm really glad I said yes. I'm glad that I took a leap of faith and I just believed in myself, and I didn't let people's opinions hold me back, because I think one of the things that we let hold us back the majority of the time is what other people are going to think, or they might laugh at us, or they're going to judge us. Or when I started, so many people were like, "Oh God, we're doing Juice Plus, da-di-da-di-da." So many people do that, and there were so many reasons that I could have just said no and walked away, but I stuck with it. I love the company, I love the products. I've lost 5 stone. I no longer take any medication for depression or anxiety. My confidence has grown. My debts are cleared. My bank balance grown. I have savings for the first time in my life. Like, I don't say, anyone who knows me, I'm a spender. But honestly, this business has totally changed everything for me. And I'm so excited for what 2021's got on the cards for us all. I am going to pass over quickly to James, and then we're going to introduce our guest speaker.
Hi everyone. I'm going to be very quick now, and happy Christmas, everyone. Now, I started with this I saw it in 1987. Can you believe? Probably a lot of people weren't born then. I was still very young, of course. And I saw it and I just thought, wow, this is amazing. Like everyone on the call tonight. I mean, I know some people are skeptical, but I looked at it and I thought, oh, I just love this straight away. I mean, I was just immediately, jumping up and down, really, really excited. But the thing was, I couldn't imagine myself doing it. And so, but then I thought, well, look, this is an incredible opportunity for me. Winston Churchill once said, I think, everyone has an opportunity that passes them, lands right in front of them, but in their life, most people just walk by. And I thought, no, I'm not going to walk by. I'm going to really give my best at this. And so I worked like crazy, really, for the first 3, 5, really 7, 8 years. And I'm still really working hard on it. But what I found was I developed a team which enabled me to have a passive income. And my accountant once said to me, he said, James, you'd make more money every day if you never got out of bed. And that really said it all. It just said it all. A passive income, when the alarm bell goes off, you don't have to roll out of bed. All you need to do is roll over. So it's been amazing for me. And it just gets better and better. And obviously, I'm just hugely excited now about our next guest speaker. And I'll hand you over to Sara.
Amazing. Thank you, James. So last but not least, we've got an incredible guest speaker this evening, Mr. Simon Paula, who we call Mr. Juice Plus himself.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you, Sara. Last time I saw you was in our London office.
Yes, we were filming for the convention. I was so nervous sat there. I couldn't even talk to anyone. I sat outside in the car for an hour going over and over my nose.
Great to see some friends on tonight. See Damien on here, Howard, we see Howard, Millie, beautiful Millie, Mr. Golfman, Mr. Gordon Wilkie. Yes, Daniel, good to see you. Anyway, lots of faces. Paula, good to see you as well. Good to be here. I might be slurring my words tonight. I've just come off basically an EMEA President's Advisory Council Zoom call, and we had a mixologist doing cocktails, and we had these cocktails delivered to our house, and it was one of these DIY ones where you had to put them all together. He told you what to do, and anyway, it wasn't one cocktail we had 4 cocktails put together. So anything could be coming out of my mouth to this evening, maybe. So I hope you're not recording this, James.
Well, yeah, I won't say.
Anyway, it might be used as evidence, who knows. So good to see everybody. I don't know whether you've got any questions tonight or what you want from me, James. I mean, is it 2 seconds, 20 minutes, Simon, 10 minutes?
I wanted to know your story, really, because it's so absolutely critical for the development of the Juice Plus business in Europe. I mean, you've been absolutely the mainstay, the main man, and really your achievements have been absolutely staggering. So just take us through your story, but most interestingly, the liftoff in 2011, because obviously we just went from one extreme to the other, and you managed to handle it. I don't know how you did, but you handled it just so skillfully that we managed to really have a liftoff, which is still firing now.
Do you know what? I can remember those days like they were yesterday. And by the way, guys, I've worked out tonight, this is something like my 1,700 Zoom this year, right? I mean, when I finish going through this corona, I'm going to go to the Zoom offices in America and I'm going to roll a few grenades under their office because I don't want to see any more Zooms again. That's it. I'm done. But anyway, going back to those days, you know what? It's funny old life, isn't it, really? I mean, I've been around for a long time like you, James Gordon. I mean, 30 years in this business, and there's just certain things, special things happen at different times. And I always remember reading Steve Jobs' book, his biography. And I love these books on successful people because I'm one of those boring people that was sitting around a pool side, reading these biographies, pulling little things out, successful tips. And in his book, he says you can never join the dots going forward in life, but actually you can always join them going back. And I find that really interesting, actually. You think about your life, there's certain things which have been really revolutionary that have set you up for where you are now, right? Meeting your partner, getting married, having kids, getting that first job. And Juice Plus is no different, you know. So we had this massive growth back in which we came through some turbulent years, you know, and James Gordon and I don't know who else is on the phone. Sue, good to see you. We had lots of good years together, actually, where we didn't have massive growth. But you know what? We had, what I love about the company is we've got this massive Juice Plus community spirit where, you know, we lock arms and nothing really moves us. You know what I mean? It's like, remember when you have those family issues and you pull together as a family, and when a family does that, you can move mountains. It's no different really in our business. And that's what makes me really proud of our community and the people that we have and this Juice Plus spirit. So we had years and years and years of, you know, yeah, growth, but it was always like 1%, 2%, 3%, you know. And I remember getting around my dining room table with Gordon and James, right? And we had 8 NMDs and we're all looking at each other. I used to get the Marks and Spencer's sandwiches, right? And we had those, right? And that was the budget, by the way, in those days. That was the NMD meeting. Now, of course, it's at 6-star hotels. We fly people in, champagne, everything. Different in those days, it really was. But what I loved about it, it's the people, it's all that sort of, that we're locking arms together. So of course we have this massive growth, and I've got to tell you, right, I got a phone call from America first of all to say, Simon, we need to get an office in the UK pretty quick. And I was like, right, okay, how quick? You've got 2 weeks. I was like, 2 weeks? We're going to get an office in 2 weeks. So rushed around, we got an office, which happened to be in an old cowshed, right? So converted cowshed in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, listen, it did us okay for like 8 months, and we opened that office when we had this big growth. But I remember, actually, I had to go and get staff like you've never seen before. I mean, I was on recruitment agencies every 5 minutes saying, look, we need another member of staff. We need another member of staff. Let's get another member of staff. And then, of course, we had to get phones sorted out. And I mean, it was unbelievable. But anyway, let me tell you, long story short was, we went from doing 800 customers a month on average in the UK to doing, within 6 months, we were doing 40,000 customers a month, new customers, right? And we used to have around about, on average, 50 new partners join this company in the UK every month, on average, 600 a year. But all of a sudden, we went from that to 6 months where we peaked. And I remember the peak, actually, it was 3,953 new partners in the month. So can you imagine that? I mean, it was just total madness. I mean, it really was. And with that, of course, we hadn't got the infrastructure in place and the service for customers. So we had something like 50,000 unopened emails. I mean, if you sent an email, you were lucky to get an answer in a month. You couldn't get through on the phone. So I had the barrage of everybody knocking on the door at the office. I got Office of Fair Trading from Hull, from Scotland, from Wales, right? They're all knocking on the door going, listen, guys, I mean, are you legal, this business, right? We've got customers ringing us saying, where's this, where's that? Honestly, it was unbelievable. I don't know how I got through that. I had a lot of thick skin in those days, I think. But of course, we had this huge growth. I mean, I remember in 2014 we went into, we had going from 2 or 3 new NMDs a year, we did 106 brand new NMDs in 2014. It was madness. So you can imagine 6 people around my Christmas table, around my dining table. Next year, okay, that was it. Yeah, we needed like rooms in hotels all of a sudden. And then of course we ran out of Juice Plus Complete. I remember that one. And I had to ring Jay Martin in America and say, Jay, look, listen, we've sold our last bag of Complete in the warehouse. And he's like, oh, well, really, Simon? You've got a problem. So I said, we need some Complete. We've got no European Complete at all. It's on a ship, right, which isn't going to dock for about another 8 weeks. We need to fly some over from America, and some American Complete, by the way, which were bigger bags, tasted sweeter. and we couldn't get it into the UK because it got a product called Yucca in it, which you couldn't have in a product in the UK. So I know nobody's not listening on this. There's no Office of Fair Trading offices on here. So basically, what we had to do is we had to fly it into Schiphol in Holland, and then we had to get it on a lorry and put it through the back door to come through on a ferry into the UK, right? Probably nobody knows that story. Then all of a sudden, from one day to the next, a UK customer was getting not a bag like that, but a bigger bag, and it tasted sweeter. So, but you know what? It was all okay. I mean, it's amazing what you can do, isn't it? In times, you know, of challenge like that, and that got us through until we sort of got some new complete again. But they were unbelievable times. They really, really were. And of course, it's got us to where we are now. And I remember taking a core of UK NMDs over to the Phoenix Convention. I think it was in 2014, and it was called the UK Phenomena. I remember now, Jay Martin, he had this up on the NMD stage, and we all got on there, and basically we're talking like, well, what happened? I mean, we were thinking, well, what did happen in the UK? Something happened anyway. So it was amazing times. It really was. And you know what? I mean, literally, I mean, look at the thousands of lives that have been changed since that time, because it rippled out into Europe, and then of course it rippled out across the world. So what would have happened, like the Steve Jobs thing, you know, going back, joining the dots, what would have happened if John Holowatty didn't get involved? What would happen if Katie Reddell, Katie Ravey at the time, didn't get involved, right? Who would be on this call now? I mean, I don't know, probably, yeah, Millie, you probably wouldn't be here for start, you know what I mean? So it's a weird old life in many ways. And here we are on another wave of growth in 2020, which that's been incredible as well. I mean, I've got some figures for you here, by the way. So I'm pleased you're not recording this, James. Globally, we have put on about, I mean, new partners joining the company is about 150,000 new partners joined the company in the past 12, well, we're not through 12 months yet until we are now. UK, 25,000 new partners. It's huge. And we haven't seen the last of this yet, of course, with furlough that's coming out. It's been extended till April now, but there's a lot more coming. Sales, we've grown 33% globally in the past year, right? We've doubled our business in Europe in the past 11 months, right? You have tripled your business in the UK in the last 11 months. We have produced in Europe, I think it's 248 brand new NMDs and above, 403 in Europe. Most of them have actually come from this region, from the UK. So you guys can be very proud of yourselves. Customers, we've acquired something like 1.5 million customers globally, which are hungry for health products, right? Everybody's scared to hell, including my dad, by the way, who's never been interested in health in his life, right? He'd go and have 10 pints of beer at the pub, right? Never went on Juice Plus. Got a call from him in April. Dad, Simon, I want some Juice Plus. So there's so many stories like that people weren't interested in the health, right? In February, but all of a sudden, like everybody's like, I need to protect this so I don't catch that coronavirus. So it has been an amazing change. And of course, we've dealt with growth a lot better this year, 2020, than we did in 2013. I don't know how we got through that year, but we did. So yeah, I mean, it's been an incredible year, and of course it's not really finished, but I do believe going into 2021 we're going to see a lot of the same stuff as well, because yes, we've got a vaccine, as we know, but we're not going to be through it until we get into the summer. And then of course we've got millions of people which are protected at the moment from the government, getting some sort of, you know, 70-80% of their income from the government, and actually come April, maybe a lot of those are going to be losing their jobs, you know, and they need to earn money. And of course, we can give them some instant money as well. So great times, great memories as well. I mean, that's what I love about this company as well. It's like I say, it's the community. Yes, everybody can make some good money as well, but it's not the money, actually. It's the memories. Memories we always take with us, which is why I've been with this company for 30 glorious years. Damien Brennan, 20 plus years. Gordon, 20 plus years. James, how many years now, James, is it for you?
Well, I'm 33, I think, years now.
You look young at 33 years old. But I tell you, I mean, you know, it's the memories, isn't it, that we all take to the grave with us, right? And that's what I love about the conventions, the people, the parties, those little moments that you have on the side and those chats in the corner with people where it changes people's lives. And that's what I love about our business. It gives people options. You know, money gives you options to go and do different things. Whether you want to buy a new car like Jeff did for his mum and put a red bow on it, right? Whether you want to go on those holidays with your families and do some experiential things, those memories just last for years and years and years. And that's what's special.
Oh, that was amazing. Thank you, Simon. I absolutely love hearing that. And I have heard the story about the cowshed before, but it was even better. So you've spoke about all this incredible success and that huge growth, but what do you see for Juice Plus in the future? What's your vision for the future?
You know what? Juice Plus Company is going through a big transformation, I would say. That's probably the word I would use, because we were very much a family business with Jay Martin. I mean, Jay's now, 76? He still goes into the office, but he's like all of us, we're getting older. And it's sort of the next generation of leaders that are coming through with Juice Plus. Now, we're no longer, I would say, a family business. We're getting more into a conglomerate type business, you know, more of a bigger commercial business, which has got bigger ambitions. I mean, we're in 26 countries now, with Mexico, of course, just launched. But our sights now are on the biggies, the big countries. Southeast Asia, I mean, I've just been getting involved quite a lot with Dennis Chock, who's our regional director for Southeast Asia. We just hired a new sales guy over there. We're going to be opening the doors on some bigger markets like Indonesia, like India, for instance. You know, billion of people that have never heard about Juice Plus. And then, of course, we've got over to the eastern part of Europe. We've not even tackled countries like Russia yet, which is just absolutely huge for our industry. So everybody on this call now, you know, even if you don't know people in Asia, you don't know anybody in Russia, your business will automatically go into those countries on its own energy. And the future, I mean, is absolutely huge, because if you look at our competitors, for instance, and I'll tell you about Amway. Amway really is probably the first network marketing company in existence, started in 1948. They turned over $11 billion last year. In Thailand alone, they did $560 million just in Thailand last year. Huge business, like I say, and most of the growth in those companies is coming from Asia, which we've not even stepped foot in, of course. We've just only opened an office in November last year. Small business, it's like an embryonic business at the moment, but that is going to be huge, of course. And then, of course, this massive investment going into our digital ecosystem. We've been slow off the mark in this one. Our IT system, of course, is not very robust. We have issues with it at the end of the month. It's a bit like an old car. There's a piece falls off it and it sort of gets stuck back on it again, and we sort of get through to the next month. Easiest way to explain it, by the way, from a non-IT guy. But there's millions of dollars that have been invested in that. And I tell you now, we are hiring some super geeks, some young guys, some young bucks, right, that really do know the stuff. And actually, most of the decisions were made in Memphis with this years ago. Actually, not now. Actually, a lot of those geeks are being hired in London. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we can look after our business. And when the sun wakes up in the morning, wherever you are in the world, and we can follow that sun around the world, right, so we can give amazing service. And the digital eco service there, of course, that ecosystem is the future. You know, we all live on our smartphones now. We want everything on a smartphone. That's the way it's going to go. So I'm really excited about that one. And like I say, there's a lot of work being done in that area at the moment. And it's a bit like an iceberg. You know, you see the top of it and it's a little bit. Below it is the massive part of the iceberg, which sort of holds it all up. I can't tell you, I can't put it into words what's going on at the moment there, that side, but there's an awful lot of work being put into it. And of course, you're going to start to see our new all things digital rolling out this next year, which will be things like new website, new virtual office, And then there'll be lots of add-ons. We've got something like the Juice Plus Bank that's going to be coming out to you guys. I can't tell you more about that at the moment, but we've got a hotshot guy who's come from the banking industry. He's in charge of payment operations. He's a Scottish guy. He sits on the worldwide board for payment processing. What that means is you've got people like Barclays, American Express, MasterCard are all on that board. He is the chairman of the board, worldwide board. And we've got him at Juice Plus, right? And all of his colleagues thought it was mad coming to Juice Plus. Juice Plus, I mean, what are you doing there for? You're crazy. But he wanted something different. So we're going to be looking into things where we can pay you more often rather than just once a month. We would like to pay you 4 times a month, something like that, right? Where you can have your own Juice Plus credit card. That is going to be the future, right? That's the stuff that we're looking at already. And we want to be that company where you could be proud of, you know, to say to your rest of your friends, yeah, I'm proud to be part of that Juice Plus company. It's 50 years old, but actually it's 50 years young in the way it's going. So lots of good things to look forward to. I mean, as with everything, it doesn't happen overnight. There is no magic wand, but the company is absolutely rock solid. It's making very good profits. We've got a very good backer behind us with Altamont Capital. You know, they didn't go into this business, into our business with their eyes closed. And you can imagine with the pandemic, we're like their sort of golden nugget. You know, they're going around going, look, we've got the Juice Plus company part of us, because a lot of their other companies and investments have just shrunk, of course, and got lots of issues. So yeah, the future is bright. It really, really is. But same old story involves what? A 4-letter word called work. W-O-R-K. There's nothing for nothing in life. So it's only as good in terms of you applying yourself and having some very good, consistent habits day in and day out, and working on becoming a better you, you know, chipping away every day at you, where you keep getting that massive personal growth, where you can be say, you know what, I'm a stronger person, right? I've got more self-belief, right? And, you know, I can go out, I can build that team around me and develop those leaders. But of course, it all takes time because we're all on different paths in life.
That was amazing. It's so exciting, all of the things that we've got coming up as well, and all the new markets that are opening. And I always say to everyone, sometimes if you're not feeling your best, or if you just need a little bit of a pep talk, 5 minutes with Simon and Paula, and you feel like you can take on the world again. Just to finish up, if you wouldn't mind, if you just give us your top tips for success in the Juice Plus company.
I mean, these don't change really, do they? It's the basics of the basics. It goes back to the early days, you know, when new markets opened. I mean, nothing's really changed. I mean, what does change things like applications and concepts, you know, technology changes, we all know it. But I mean, number one thing that's going to keep you rooted in this business is to become a product of the product. Now, what does that mean is you've got to become the best ambassador for Juice Plus that you can become. So you've got to be the best version of you. Now, I don't know what that is, but I wouldn't look left and I wouldn't look right, because everybody compares themselves. It's certainly as social media is. I mean, it's a challenge, as we know, and it creates a lot of mental health issues. People looking at other people and going, do you know, I want to be that person, but I just can't do it. So the best version of you, however it is going to be, with you looking good naked in the mirror and going, yeah, I've got rid of a few little bumps here and lumps and what have you. Yeah, I like it. I love it. I'm liking me. Right, whatever that is. And of course, you need to be consistent on that, which isn't easy. It's not, I mean, a lot of it's drinking more water, 2 liters of water every day. It's going out and doing your exercise. As you get older, of course, that becomes more difficult. But you've got to have that sort of Juice Plus glow where people look at you and go, Millie, what the hell are you doing? Sue Worrell, I want a bit of what Sue's got, right? I want a bit of what Gordon and Michelle's got, right? And that's it. I mean, you can't buy that with money, really. I mean, health, you've got to work on your health, as you know. And health is the new wealth, without doubt, in the modern day world that we're in, because, you know, we've only got to look at the eating habits of people, certainly in lockdown anyway. I mean, everybody's been watching Netflix, stuffing themselves full of crisps, and they've got bigger. So come January, you watch it, everybody's going to be wanting to sort of lose lots of weight, and business is just going to be booming. So number one is become a product of the product. And that means you've got to take all the products, don't just one product, take the whole range of Juice Plus products. Because if you do that, your team will do it. So what would you rather have? Would you rather have a team of just everybody taking one product, or do you want a team taking all the products? You want all the products, don't you? And that's it. And by doing that, you get your own story, as you know, and people buy stories. So that's number one. I would say number two would be probably your why. You know, why are you in this business? And it's your why that really makes you cry. That's really got to be your why. Now, for you ladies, it might be your kids. You know, you might want to give your kids the best education, as all parents do. You might want to send them to private school. Might be going on those amazing holidays, some nice holidays to Mauritius or something like that. This might be something you want to do for your grandparents or your mum and dad or something there. Whatever your why is, but that why has got to get you through all those obstacles, things that come up that get in the way in our business, because you know, our business mirrors life. 1 minute you're up, the next minute you're down. It's like a roller coaster, isn't it? You know, some days we get up and something's changed. It's not the same as yesterday. And it's like, well, we can't always put a finger on it, but it's just not the same. You don't feel as good as yesterday, whatever it is. So you've got to have that why, right? And of course, vision boards are the big deal nowadays, right? Years ago, it just used to be you wrote it down in your diary or something. You had these notes and goals. Vision board is having that clarity and that vision, where actually you can come up and you can see it. I mean, I know some NMDs that actually put things on the ceiling, where they would wake up every day, right, and they would look at it, and that's the first thing they saw, right? So, gents, if you want to go and do some creativity and some artwork, maybe you want to do some painting on the ceiling. Don't tell your wife, by the way. You might get thrown out, right? But Simon says, Matt, you want to put it on your ceiling, perhaps, or your walls. But put things out there where, you know, your subconscious sees these every day, and of course, your subconscious goes to work without thinking about it. I think that's the thing, isn't it? We all do these things where we set ourselves goals every day and we just do them automatically. But why don't you have your vision board as your big goal? There's some things that amazing things that you want to achieve with your life, right? You can be proud of before you jump into the coffin. Right, we'll all be jumping to the coffin on Juice Plus, won't we? But that's it. So I would tell you why there is crucial, your why that makes you cry. And then what will be the other one thing is I guess it's the self-belief one, is the big deal. I listen to everybody. I mean, I'm the same. We're all human beings. We've got blood flowing through our veins. And a lot of us are conditioned by how we're brought up in life. And I've just been on a Zoom today with a company shrink. He's not a psychiatrist, by the way, don't worry. If you're getting worried about us corporate guys, I mean, shrinks. He's one of the guys that sort of works on stripping artificial harmony out of groups, you know, so you could be real and say things without hurting people's feelings. But anyway, he says on that call today, he said pretty much by the age of 11 or 12, our personalities and characters are pretty much formed. Right, and most of that really is that conditioning to be brought up by our parents, and they sort of mold us in terms of the people that we are. And of course, with that comes all sorts of issues that we've sort of got to sort out as we get into our adult life to be able to do things. And of course, self-belief is a big one of us that just it's an obstacle that gets in the way to say, well, we've got that loser person inside of us that sometimes wins, goes, maybe I can't do that, actually. Yeah, maybe I don't deserve to do that. Maybe I don't have that. You know what it is? We've all got that loser person inside us, and we've sort of got to beat them down every day to say, actually, I'm going to go and do that. Who says I can't do that, right? So I would say self-belief is just a constant thing, day in, day out, day in and day out. And I get a lot from reading good books on sort of successful people. Podcasts are a great thing as well, where you're in the car, or you can go for a run, you can listen to a podcast, and you just write one little thing that you pick up. Or, you know, listen to your upline, your mentors. Get a good mentor, I would say. You know, I had some great mentors in my early days, and still got some now. I mean, Shay O'Brien, who I worked with over the years, you heard of Shay. Shay's a great mentor for me. He's done some amazing stuff with his life. So you can learn a lot from some good mentors, you know, and those people are hanging around you that are full of negativity in your world, clear them out. right? Clear them out and get some people that are, you know, are actually going to build you up, because that's what you want.
Right. Well, amazing. Thank you, Simon. I've taken loads and loads of notes, and it feels very fitting that we've ended our last call of the year with you. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it.
Pleasure. I mean, listen, I feel very blessed to be part of this company, like I say, and just being part of you guys as well. I mean, like I say, it's what makes the Juice Plus company so special. And I can't wait to get some real events and some parties next year. I mean, and holidays. I mean, listen, I'm probably going to have 10 holidays next year. You might not see me. I don't know. I'm going to be gone. It's been an incredible year, and it's been a difficult year for all of us in many ways. I mean, we've all had to work on ourselves, haven't we, really, to get through this mentally. I know it's not over yet, but at least there's some hope now that we're going to get some vaccines out, and we can get back to normal. And then we can all go, remember when? Remember that year actually we deleted in our lives, 2020, gone. But it just leaves me as well to say, have a great Christmas, and have a beautiful time with your family. Get yourself re-energized, refueled for 2021, and get yourself some big, hairy goals that scare you, right? Very important. And we've got a lot of work to do next year, lots to look forward to as we all get back to normal as well. And it's going to be an amazing year. So thanks for having me today. Thanks, Sarah, for doing your great hosting. Thank you, James. Good to see the rest of you guys. Lots of friends on tonight. Daniel, good to see you, my friend. Have a great Christmas. Stay safe. Lots of love to the family.
Thank you, Simon, and thank you. I really wanted to just say thank you to James and Paula as well, because we've done these calls every week since the first lockdown started, and I know that loads of us really look forward to them. And thank you to everyone who shared their story with us this year, because you've made these calls possible and we absolutely love them. And for anyone who's watched it for the first time this evening, we'd love to welcome you to our Juice Plus family, especially heading into a new year that's going to be filled with so many surprises. So good night, everyone. We won't see you next week. When are we back, James? What's the date? You know,
we're back on the 7th, I think. Thursday the 7th. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Everyone, take care.
Merry Christmas.